I'd like to make a stab at talking about where this book came from in my experience. First of all, when I entered the Society of Jesus, I found that I was a pretty good linguist. So I studied Greek and Latin and French, and I had some German in high school and whatnot. Later on, I studied Hebrew. That impulse, while it didn't play out as a career, the impulse to look for an adequate translation, especially of Scripture, has been part and parcel of my life. What does this mean? What's a better way to put something? And so I'd say that's been true of my life. It comes out, I believe, in this book as a way of exploring the adequacy of translating what the liturgy is about into the experience of liturgical participation. Secondly, I'd say it comes from suffering and boredom, and they're related. Anybody who's old enough knows that life's difficult, and there's joys and sorrows. I wasn't ready for loss and sorrow in my life, and it hit me like a ton of bricks. And what it did was raise questions about God and about what does all this stuff mean that we say about God. And it set me on a path of wanting to, for myself at least, to translate that into an adequate response. Eventually, suffering produced boredom, and I just, especially being a musician, I would play at liturgies much of the time when I wasn't presiding. And it was mainly as a musician. I'd be flat, okay, playing the same song again here, and feeling, so what? Luckily, I had people to talk to consult with. I went back to school to study. I learned about liturgy, and then I learned more about myself. And those two things put together for me and sealed the deal, as it were, that pursuing a deeper understanding, whether it's Scripture or liturgical practice or history of liturgy or whatever, and working on oneself, working on myself, learning to live with less pretense, basically. Those two things, I'd say, have been the most powerful tools in my life that have, I can't say too much, that have been transformative. I'm not the shining light on the hill. But there have been transformations, let's put it that way. And what I'd say is this book is from experience and about experience and for experience. And when I've done stuff like this with folks and asked people about their experience, it's amazing what people have brought forth, some deep stuff. And the question has been how to translate what the very good stuff we do and say in liturgy to really make it real for folks who either have or still suffer or suffer from their previous suffering. So that's a little bit about the book right now. That's pretty much what I want to say about it. So what's important is the direction of the book right now. And that's one thing I would hope that if any of you are interested in pursuing these terms in your own life, that you do that. And perhaps this can be one area of assistance, one place of assistance. It's up to you. So thank you very much.